Democrat leader.
Ask unanimous consent the quorum be dispensed with.
Without objection.
So, Mr. President, this morning we got some more troublesome news about the economy under Donald Trump. Today we learned the economy added only 73,000 jobs last month, far below expectations. But that wasn't the worst of it. We also learned the economy actually added less than 20,000 jobs each in May and June, the 2 months following Donald Trump's Liberation Day. That's more than 250,000 fewer jobs than originally thought. Let me say that again. We learned this morning that the economy actually added over 250,000 fewer jobs than originally thought. We also learned that unemployment has gone up. It is disturbing to say, but the chickens are coming home to roost on Donald Trump's destructive trade war, and the American people are paying the price. You sow chaos, Donald Trump, you reap chaos. And that's what the president is finding out this morning. 250,000 fewer jobs is a significant revision and a flashing red light. Donald Trump's chaotic tariffs are already bleeding our economy of good-paying jobs. In fact, aside from the pandemic, this job revision is the largest since 1979. In other words, the revision saying we've lost jobs more than any since 1979, except for the period of COVID. That is what tariff whiplash looks like. Businesses, small, large, medium, always need stability. But businesses are waving around their arms in the dark without a clue of what Donald Trump is going to do next. And we now have clear evidence that it's stunting hiring and growth. If Donald Trump's tariffs have created this much trouble just 4 months after Liberation Day, imagine the trouble Americans will have 8 months after Liberation Day, a year after Liberation Day, when the effects of tariffs go further and more deeply into the economy. It's been 4 months since Donald Trump's so-called Liberation Day, and by now we have enough evidence to show these chaotic tariffs are inflicting real damage to the economy. We'd be foolish to think doubling down is somehow going to make it better, but that's what Trump did yesterday. Donald Trump needs to reverse course because the only deal he's actually struck is a raw deal for American families. The only deal Donald Trump has struck is a raw deal for American families, consumers, and businesses. Today's job report is the latest warning sign that this tariff chaos must end.